to narrow down because that's 3KC, and they should probably most of them are on 35 are running 4KC.
Yeah, 4KC, and they're hitting everything as hard as they can.
Yeah, there's dogfights that take place.
Indeed. Well, it looks like I've got a live stream going.
You got a what?
I'm live streaming what's on my computer screen to YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I'll see if I can get an address for you.
Okie dokie.
And it got really quiet.
What got really quiet?
You guys stopped talking.
Yeah, we were waiting for you.
I'm hoping that the moisture on this road, hopefully they get out here and put some salt down, but then salt don't work the best at 3 degrees here. Let's hope it don't get iced up on me tonight. These type of nights I'm not crazy about. WHJOD on Interstate 80.
W4OGH, Central Virginia.
K2LLC, Lower Central Virginia.
Yeah, you're so low.
Is this frequency in use?
It was. It's being abused. Is that anybody we knew?
I don't know. It almost sounded like it might have been Al, but I'm not positive on that.
I thought it was too.
All right, good here. Good here. KB1AM.
Yeah, we tried to make a fuss. Linwood is going to bring up his screen live on YouTube for us.
Oh my God. Well, yeah. What do we do? Punch in the call?
Well, I don't know. He's getting an address for us. A link.
K2LLC. This is KB1AL.
Hey, Al, Linwood, K2LLC.
Yeah. Well, let us know where to tune you in.
I'm working on it right now.
All right. Wow. Well, he's an audio-visual guy.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah, I know. No PayPal, no eBay, no this, no that. But stocks and bonds, that's another story.
Oh, yeah. Boy, I'll tell you what, the market, I'm hoping the right numbers were pushed on the market today because it closed nice.
You see Trump's news conference?
No, I didn't. I saw a couple of words, but no, I didn't watch it.
Yeah. He went on and on and on.
Well, I guess he earned it. The of the nation likes it.
All right, Bob, I sent you an email.
You sent me an email?
Indeed, I sent you an email, and it's a link in there. Hopefully, that will open right up for you.
Okay. Going to it now.
All right, I'll have to get in on this too.
Well, I guess I'll have to look later because not doing that while I'm driving down here State 80 where this road looks wet but a little shiny in the spot.
I bet. Al, remind me of your call sign. Al.
Hey, Al. It's KB1AL. I'm looking at it right now. One, two, three, four.
It's probably going to have a delay on it.
Yeah, it does, but... Hello. And there's a bunch of strong signals around us. Mine looks pretty clean.
All right, let me spread it out just a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I hope I don't have a whole lot of IMD, and I hope I look halfway decent on it. I like the way I got things set up.
Well, that was a big one.
Is that a little bit too wide? Do you want me to open it back up or close it back up a little bit?
Just a smidgen.
Well, I may have smidgen too much. We'll try that right there.
Okay. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty neat.
John, remind me of your call sign.
His call sign is W8JOD.
Whiskey 8 Juliet, Oscar Delta.
Thank you both.
Well, there's a lot of signals around. Hey, Al, where are you?
The live stream just scared him off. John, I sent you a email link to it, and you can watch it after you get home.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that, Linwood.
Yeah, there's a lot of signals down here in lower Central Virginia. Al, are you back? Did I scare him off with this?
No, he's sending to his wife.
Yeah. I'll be floating around KB1AL on my water skis.
No, open up your email.
No, I heard that. I saw that. Nice job, Linwood. Very good. Yeah. Good stuff.
Well, sometimes it's just fun to look at what's going on and listen and watch, and then you hear and see what what I'm hearing and seeing. And it's a great way to hear how good you guys actually sound.
Wow. The signals look pretty clean.
Yeah, they do. Very clean, as a matter of fact.
Well, we are in the snow now on Interstate 80, and it's going to be an interesting night.
Well, have fun. Cut your speed back and keep all 18 wheels on pavement.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I hear a little bit of spray or wetness out off of the tires, and it's 4 degrees, and just hoping they put the salt on it, they don't get too heavy and don't ice up too fast.
Well, I'll tell you, the snowfall that Jerry got up there in Canada last night, you couldn't even tell a car was there. NW4OGH for identification.
K2LLC, Lower Central Virginia.
Right.
3FHN.
Hello there, Mr. Wade.
Good evening, fellas. What are we up to?
Oh, we're watching Linwood's live screens
Oh, cool.
on YouTube. He'll bring you in on it. They need your email address.
Or if your email address is good off your QRZ page, I can pick it up from there.
Is it good off QRZ, Wade?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Linwood, it's on QRZ.
Okay, I'm sorry. Remind me of his call sign.
Okay, N3 FHN, or tell him what your call is.
You got it. N3 FHN.
FHN. I twist that around so terrible. Anyways, how are you this evening, Mr. Wade?
Not much to watch on TV. A bit of hockey. My team's not.
Yeah, right now, North Carolina, Wake Forest. I think the Caps are playing tonight.
Okay, wait. I just sent you an email link.
Right.
W4OGH.
If this gets a little bit too uncomfortable for you guys, I'll be glad to stop it.
No, doesn't bother me.
John, is it supposed to be, are you running into a whole lot more snow than you anticipated? Or is this about what you were thinking you were going to hit tonight?
With the weather, I watched the radar. I watched AccuWeather before I left the terminal, and I seen a blob of snow over the top of Interstate 80. So I thought I might run into something, but I wasn't sure. It looked like it was a big amount, but it's hard to say. I don't know if it's lake effect, or I don't know if it's coming across or if it's coming down off of the lake. That's one thing I'm not sure of. Well, if it's lake effect, it could possibly be going on for the next 100 miles. So, give or take, I'm not sure how long it's going to last. But here's a little bit of dry area in the right lane, and just got to deal with it the way it comes at me. So, just it's off and on. So that's what it's looking like, off and on, because there's some dry area on the right lane, where like the tires are in the lane of travel. It looks like it's drying up a little bit in some spots.
Are you seeing many? Does it look like it's affecting traffic all around you, or is it affecting you yet?
Traffic's moving pretty good. I mean, I got a bunch of trucks coming out behind me right now. Three trucks here coming up behind me. Everybody's moving 55, 60 right now, but we're all pulling a hill here too right now.
Into XDL.
Into XBL, go ahead.
Hey, John, an interesting app for your phone is windy.com. Windy.com, if you put the location on your phone, you'll see exactly how the storm is tracking on the Doppler.
Okay, I can't write that down right now, and I'm here and there, state 80 with road's getting a little wet spots, and right lane looks like it's got some dry spots. The left lane's kind of wet here, and I'm in a little bit of snow here. It's a 54 mile marker on Interstate 80 here in Pennsylvania. W8JOD Friday.
W40GH.
K2 LLC.
Into FHM. N3FHM.
Do you have the picture?
Picture?
Yeah, on your computer.
I have an SDR. I don't have a picture.
Yeah. The scope.
Yeah.
Pretty neat picture, huh?
Yeah. Cool.
The problem is it's delayed. You just got to figure who's talking and how delayed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Turn the volume down because it's kind of it's annoying with trying to hear that and you at the same time.
Well, I don't have any sound coming out of mine.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, that's the whole idea.
Indeed, if you want to hear what you sound like as well as what you look like, you need to cut the sound up. But yeah, you would be dealing with a delay.
Yeah, the problem is I don't have any speakers on this computer.
Well, just have to look at it another time.
I'm just looking at the picture.
WB2 USA.
Uh-oh.
There goes the neighborhood.
It just went to hell in a handbasket. Hello, John.
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen. It's nice and cold. I hope everybody's nice and warm.
Yeah, it's 20 degrees out here, I think.
Wow, that's warm. Yeah,
John, long time no talk.
Oh, we got 11 degrees
We
outside.
got 4 degrees up here on Interstate either, John, and last night I've seen negative 15 for actual outside temperature in Somerset, Pennsylvania, about 4 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
Yeah, it was -7 here.
And this morning it was 4 degrees. Right now it's 11 degrees.
Mine is right now 20. And this morning it was 13.
17 degrees here in Long Island. This morning it was 10 degrees, but almost -5 with wind chill.
Didn't even get above 18 here. Bob, I was out with the grandson again, pulling him around, man. I was freezing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's all dressed up, you know. He's got the winter clothes, snowsuit stuff on, right? And I had to watch him today. My daughter was taking my other one to the doctor, so I was up there. And of course, he wanted me to take him out, ride him around, take him, on the four-wheeler and stuff. And we went up to the cabin and I had to fill some fuel up, but it was cold riding around on that four-wheeler.
I can imagine. My gosh. Yeah, our high today was 21.
Yeah, I think they said one more day of cold weather, then we're going to get back to what they call normal.
Yeah, about a weekend we'll be in the 30s, John.
So they say.
Well, it's going to feel, it'll feel warm compared to this. Yeah, I think we doubled. I said it'll feel warm up here compared to this.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're absolutely right. And I understand down south, they got a lot of snow down in the lower part of Texas and Alabama. Did you hear that, Bobby?
Good evening, W8 Golf Bravo.
Hello there, Mr. Greg.
Hello, Greg.
Good evening, everybody. Boy, it's a cold one.
New Orleans, they showed 10 inches of snow on the ground.
And it was snowing.
10 inches in New Orleans, and what is it? Georgia's sending over equipment.
To where?
Over to New Orleans.
One pickup truck with a salt spreader?
Yeah, well, that or a pickup truck with a two-wheel drive and a half ton.
Yeah, half a snowplow.
Can you see these people trying to get around in New Orleans?
In places, no.
They had to throw snowballs on Bourbon Street.
And he goes, he said, you should see these people. I mean, he was laughing. He says, I'm not even tempted to go out.
Well, that's why Lee and I, we make sure we have all of our, supplies. And we're good for a week for sitting here. The generator came on this morning for its test run, and it was the sweetest sound that I heard all week.
Why'd you lose power?
No. It comes up every Tuesday morning and runs a test, 13-minute test.
Every day?
Every Tuesday morning, once a week.
Tuesday, yeah. My neighbor up here, his goes off once a week, too. It runs for about 15 minutes.
I called them to see how much propane is, and at my discounted rate, I can get propane for $3.03.
My generator runs
propane prices
every 2 weeks for about 15 minutes.
What was it, John?
And my generator runs every 2 weeks for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, mine's once a week every 13 minutes, or 13 minutes.
I can't give you any more power than what I have, gentlemen, so if you don't hear me, I apologize.
I hear you.
Well, I'm hearing you. We're just doubling a little bit.
Okay.
Al's been in and out a couple of times.
Is there actually somebody on 40?
I don't know.
I was wondering why we were here, because there wasn't anybody on 38.
Oh, yeah, there were.
No, there was. They must have been weak.
Oh, man, they were going. They were up. Let me check it out. We can go back to 40. Just a minute. We can go to 40 out QSY. 3940, guys, W4OGH.
And 2XPM QSY.
Okay, there we are. W4. O Oscar G George H Henry.
And 3FHN, backward long.
PM.
WH
JB1AL.
K2 LLC.
Hey, did I hear Artie in there?
You did.
Hello, Artie. Haven't heard you in a while. How you doing, KV1AL?
Very good, Al. Hope things are well with you.
Yeah. Hanging in. And, we have about 5 inches of snow. But, boy, it is cold.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Yes, John.
How do you feel after taking that dive? You got up this morning. Were you sore?
Yes, but actually not as bad. So it's on the way. It's good. You know, I was talking with Roy this evening. Roy over there in Pennsylvania. Interesting thing. He said he took a hell of a fall. This is going back about 20 years ago. Took a hell of a fall. Landed on his back, and he said, he should have went to the hospital. And then later that night, he ended up with a heart attack. And the thought was it was possibly caused by a blood clot that was caused by his original fall.
Yeah, that could have been. You never know. That's always wise when something like that happens to go out and get yourself checked out.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, that's dangerous to play with.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but anything that could bring about a clot. And, he ended up with a heart attack. I think he's had a couple. Roy, Bob.
Yeah, KC2BYC?
Yeah, well, look at that. Right on the tip of your tongue.
KC3BYC, yes, I know Roy very well.
Yeah, and yes, you're right, John. Yeah, he says he popped in there to the soiree on. By the way, Artie, afternoon about 3 o'clock, we get on 7140. So if you're around, stop in.
Hey, Artie, what's your call?
My call is November 2, X-ray Papa Mike. And 7140 is outside my privileges, Al.
Oh, okay.
And that's N2?
Yes, November 2, X-ray Papa Mike.
I gotcha.
Yeah, Artie's is a computer guy, and he knows his ins and outs on computers.
Well, I'm not, and I don't.
But hey, I gotta say, Linwood, I was listening to your channel. And just by listening to that, I'm going to have to cut back on my low response, my bass here. So they seem to have more lows than the other stations. The other thing that's interesting about that, we had another guy that used to do that. He used to, put his the conversations out on YouTube. Now, I don't know if you're going to save it there. But what's interesting is you could go back later and go back through that, at a later time.
Yeah, it stays there. And for you guys that are listening who've joined us, this is K2LLC Linwood. I'm live streaming this group right now. And if you're all uncomfortable or anything along those lines, I will shut it down.
Well, that's interesting because so this guy was doing it all the time. He was always recording. Art knows it was Rob that was doing the recordings. And one of the guys had a problem with that. I guess he was still working part-time. He was just afraid. He just didn't want to have anybody from work look that stuff up.
Well, it typically stays there. And I forgot to cut my mic on to YouTube last transmission. But it stays there, but I can't always delete it. But, sometimes it's just I like to go back and look at it myself and see what I sounded like, how things are doing, and so forth and so on. It's just an interesting thing to do every once in a while. So but I do. And if any of you would like to, I can email you a link to it if you're at all interested. K2 LLC.
Yeah. Well, like I say, from listening to that, I cut my bass response down. It was I heard too many lows in there compared to the other stations. And yeah, we'll say top of the evening there to Wade also.
K1GQV.
And Dave.
And there's Dave. Good evening, guys.
Gentlemen, there's so few of us left. I hope Bob's not in here. Oh. Okay, I didn't hear him then.
You're treading on dangerous waters, Dave.
Oh, no, well, you know, I want to give him something to pick on me. If he didn't have something to pick on me, he would be happy. Right, Bob? Holy shit, I scared him.
Must have went to the little boy's room. Hello.
Oh, I'm sitting here. I'm sandbagging.
Good evening to you, Bob, and everybody else. This is K1GQV.
Hey, horse's ass. Good evening.
There you go. Now I got him.
Oh, that's the real Bob.
That's how I know him.
Oh, you have colorful names for everybody, Bob.
I do, even you.
Oh, really? I mean, you have, you call Don. Ron is Chrome Dome.
I'm Bigfoot.
He's horse's ass.
Yeah, I'm Bigfoot.
You got Bigfoot. Hey, I could have won the world championship at barefoot skiing if I had his feet.
Really? Wow.
Well, you see, it was made in Vietnam, and those are Skechers. And then I sent you a picture of the little girls sewing up all those shoes.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. They sewing up a size 16. They put probably if you pull out the toe, there's an address and an email.
Well, it takes two girls to do that one. Used to be, Artie. You were working at the FD or PD. Which is it, Artie? You still working?
Yeah, it's the fire department on the weekends.
Okay, well, that's a good endeavor.
Yeah, well, after I retire, that'd be my part-time job after I retire.
Yeah, well, there always comes a time to pack it in.
Sometimes it's a pretty hot job, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, when you start getting multiple calls for the same thing, you know, and you have to make sure, in fact, it is the same location. It's not another report of another fire someplace else. Yes, it gets kind of crazy.
What is it now? Space heaters causing problems?
Solar panels.
Oh, really?
Really? What's the problem with solar panels?
I begin to tell you that you got a lot of these fly-by-night companies out there installing solar panels on people's roofs. They're allowing space between the panel and the roof. The critters are getting in there. They're chewing the salt on the wires, and before you know it, you got a fire.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
In other words, I'm not getting any solar panels on my roof.
On your roof. They're actually supposed to be on a frame at a 45-degree angle on the ground with the wires going to the inverter back to the house. They do not belong on the roof.
So you mentioned the salt, Artie. That's because your location there. You're a southern Long Island?
No, I'm talking about the salt on the wires.
I'm not getting soap. You said?
Not soap, salt. The insulation, the wires that they're using contain salt. The squirrels love it.
Oh, my God.
Something for them to chew on.
Maybe I'd get a tree.
Well, they had a big fire in New York, but they don't know what it was. An apartment house, about 12 families had to vacate.
You see that one over there? What was it, Germany, Bavaria? They were sleeping. It was in the middle of the night. They're jumping. It was an 11-story building, and they got like 66 dead out of the place.
Plus dozens and dozens injured.
Yeah, they were jumping. They were making ropes out of their sheets to try to get down. Some were just jumping.
That was in Turkey.
Okay, I was close.
Where?
Ski resort in Turkey.
Yeah, that's where it was.
Well, with this cold weather, you hear about more fires in New York where those people putting space heaters in.
Geez, I left mine running in the other room, KB1AL.
You're a little spacey anyways.
But not so hot.
Let me
Yeah,
just
but that's
slide
all
on over.
What was that?
Space Cadet. Calling Space Cadet Al.
Hey, why don't we talk about amplifiers?
We can. We got 3 of them down and out.
Let's not. I don't need any jinxes.
Mine and Ron's and Greg's.
Al's got 4 amplifiers. He's got one that he's on now, I imagine, and the other 3 are on standby.
You know plutocrats. They never have enough of any good thing. I don't know when I did this last time, but 4OGH.
And 2XPM, almost at the top, 10 minutes of the hour.
K1JQV, W8 Golf Bravo.
WB2US.
W8JOD.
K2LLC.
And 3FH.
Hey, Greg, I got a question for you. Yeah, Dave. Did you, on your 7300, I assume you've got a position in there for an SD card, right? Yes. Yes. Have you ever tried to use it?
Yeah, I've got, I uploaded the latest revision with it.
Okay, the only reason I ask, and I know yours is a 7300, the one mine's a 7610, but it says in the manual when you try to record something, a red light will flash over the where the clock is, and a blue light will flash where it's being sent, where where the SD card is. I don't know whether yours has that feature or not on it, but I was wondering if it did, if you ever noticed it. Mine doesn't blink, is what I'm getting at.
Well, it blinks while it's being recorded, and I've seen it on the screen. I can't say I've seen it by the SD card, but I have seen it flash on the screen to let you know it's in record mode and it's running.
Okay, well, mine seems to be recording, but it doesn't flash on the screen. That's all I want. I asked Wade yesterday, but he's never tried it, so I was just curious.
I have the SD card on the 7300. When it's in use, it does flash on the screen.
I'm sorry, would you repeat that?
I have the 7300 with the SD card. When it's recording, it does flash on the screen.
A little red up by the clock, you mean?
Yes.
Now I wonder now. I thought mine was recording, but it sounds like I'm playing it back, but it's not showing. What the hell's going on here?
It only flashes when you're recording, not when you're playing back, I don't think.
Only on record, not on playback.
Okay, well, it's it didn't seem to be recording. Okay, what can I say? But thank you, I appreciate the thought.
Hit the quick button. I don't know if you have the quick button on your radio, but if you hit the quick, you'll see the record, and then you hit that, and as you're talking, it'll record.
Oh, it records. It sounds like it's recording, and I can hear him play it. I can play it back, but it's not flashing. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, it won't flash when you're playing back. It only flashes when you're in the record mode and it's recording it.
Is it when it's recording, like when I'm recording a voice of my own, or when I'm recording something that when you're talking to me?
Well, I've used it for recording off of the air, and that's what I noticed. It was flashing. I can't remember recording a message and seeing if it's flashing. I would imagine it would flash when you're recording, but Only when you're during the recording process, not during any playback.
Okay, well, that maybe answers the question, because if I'm recording what you're telling me, in other words, I'm recording your conversation to me, it will not flash. But I've never tried to record like my voice, like CQ or CQ type of thing myself. Am I confusing you, I think?
No, I mean, when you hit the record button, I'm trying to think where it's at. I think there's a quick record. As soon as you hit that record, it starts flashing to let you know it's in record mode. And then when you want to stop the recording, you got to tell it to stop.
Okay, well, whatever. Okay.
That's correct on a 7300.
I would think your 7610's very similar, but I don't know. I can't confirm that, but I would think, the same company, I would think they'd maybe have the functions pretty much the same.
So, Greg, how do you like your 7300?
Yeah, I like both radios. I like them both radios, different reasons, but I like it for the most part.
There's a lot of people have that 7300. They really have not high hopes, but the high marks for that radio.
There's a bunch of them out there. Yeah, they're both great radios. I like the FTDX10 a little better. It's a little quieter on receive. A little bit quieter. It's got more in it. Of course, it's a later version radio, and it's a more expensive radio. It's a different class radio too. So it's hard to say. It's not apples to apples, really. I like both radios. I like the sound of a true SDR. The ICOM just has a different sound on receive that I kind of prefer.
Okay, so you're satisfied with it. Well, like I said before, I spoke to a lot of guys who have that 7300, and they have a lot of good remarks for it. So it seems to be a popular radio and a high-marked radio. So
yeah, it's very simple and very intuitive.
As far as the tone that you want to listen to, you can customize that as well as your transmitted audio.
You guys doubled.
Yeah, you can also customize your receive also there as far as the tone is concerned and make it more pleasant to your ear and also allow more. And you can also customize your transmitted audio too with the tone setting, the tone control of the radio.
Yeah, both radios have that same ability.
Hey, gentlemen, I've got to get out of here. Y'all have a good evening, and it's been a pleasure indeed. W4OGH. Ciao.
7-3, John. Fire up, Bob. 7-3.
You're getting out of here early, Bob. What's going on?
I got to be at my neighbor's house before 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Oh, boy. Have a good day.
He's having a pod dropped off, and I got a sign for it.
Oh, okay. Well, take care, Bob. We'll talk to you later.
Good night, Bob.
Okay,
You're
good
such
night,
a good neighbor, Bob.
Hey, good night, Bob. It's 3FHN.
W4OGH.
And gentlemen, I'm going to get out of here too because I have a 5 o'clock wake-up call for work. I know you guys don't understand that W word, but anyway. 7-3, everybody have a good night, and be careful out there. And 2XPM, so long.
7-3, have a good day today.
Or
tomorrow, I should say.
Headed to Milton, Pennsylvania, so no, I understand the work aspect.
I know. You know what I'm saying. I-O, it's off the work we go.
Watch that word. Don't say it too much.
Hey guys, this is Lynn with K2LLC. I'm going to back out as well too, and I'm going to shut this live stream down. If any of you are interested and wanted to see it, it'll stay on YouTube. My email address on QRZ is good. You can email me. It's Kilo 2 Lima Charlie. But I'm going to turn into, I have an early morning. Enjoy talking to y'all guys. Hope y'all have a fun evening.
Yeah, hey, I got a question for you before you leave there, Linwood.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, the live stream you're talking about is I guess you're recording the conversation and then playing it back through the internet?
It's actually going live to YouTube right this very moment.
Okay, and then people find that site on YouTube by doing what?
Well, if you go to, I have a YouTube account, so if you look me up, you can get the correct spelling on my name from QRZ. You can go there and launch YouTube and type in my name, and this particular thing will show up. There's only 2 things that I've live streamed. I'm just still playing with this. And I've labeled it as an evening with the 3940 group. So that's where you'd find it. But you'd look up Linwood Campbell, Linwood Campbell as in soup, and just steer your way. Or if you can't find me, my email address is good, and you can email me, and I'll send you the link.
Yeah, when you call it up on YouTube, what do you see on the screen? Obviously, you hear the conversation. What do you show on the screen?
I have a Flex 6700, and what I'm displaying on the screen is SDR. So you're seeing the signals of what you guys look like on the scope, so to speak, and it also you can hear what you sound like as well.
Oh, okay, very good. And then lastly, do you get a lot of people looking at that? You see how many people have viewed it?
I do see how many people have viewed it, and I don't have a lot of subscribers, so there's not many people that will find it, but yeah, not a lot of people will end up seeing this particular video because, again, I don't have a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, I'm just curious what the hit rate was, but thanks for explaining that, Linwood.
I'm glad to do it. Enjoyed talking with y'all. Hope y'all have a fun evening, and again, I'm going to shut this down momentarily. 73 in Blue Skies, K2LLC.
Good night.
Got 7-3, good night, Linwood, and 3FHN.
Thank you, Linwood, and good night, WHJOD.
I sent you an email, John.
All right, thank you.
So, Greg, did you make that phone call to your AIM repair fellow?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did. I got it sitting here.